tryna stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rockin' Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got an ultra.
Yeah. All right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never ducking smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed on my back. I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains. I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph. I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people. Feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now. But so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck. They dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some pilots, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We make it loud noise. Stay first, I be looking like an outlaw. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Low-key flattered that they wanna be just like me. They been borrowing a pen, but they ain't writing me. But still forgot I got the drop from your wifey. Yeah, the was in the glove, where the vices be. How you gon' act like we don't know the same? Hey, y'all looking like they in the same clothes. New skin, script, the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste, though. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the wheel. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, achiever, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just dip. If you feel away, get up on my yeah. What am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network. What's my net worth?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, 734.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set. Got it. Go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. Brissett now. Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Express. Hey, 734. You're mine.
To throw his car. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, Carr again. And the catch made by Johnson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Finding Williams on the check down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Six 0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest at first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Brissett's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 27 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing, Brissett. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
What down?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. On play action. Now caught. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from 24 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, kill. Middle. Go.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
19, set.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Go.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Brissett going to move him around here. Robinson with another carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Kill. Go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, 46 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yaherrme in there to pick it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands and big bodies, which make them
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Hey, check.
Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing now is Carr. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. Fights him off. Good footwork at the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In motion, the tight end. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable. Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Carr.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Carr going to throw.
Touchdown! Juwan Johnson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Brissett to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, check. Go.
First down, Brissett. That's him. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and short now following the fumble.
Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And returns it right back to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Brissett sets to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Brissett. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. That's caught, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Express. Hey, Raider
2. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
Yo, Chief.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Carr. He'll drop this down to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. You're mine. Get down, get down.
Carr to throw. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Got his... Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A give to Gibson running right. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 1. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.